Girlfriend Collective is a colorful activewear brand with really versatile silhouettes that can be dressed up or down. Over the past few years, they've gained a really enthusiastic following, and they're commonly recommended by sustainability advocates. In this video, I'll go over their pretty good sustainable and ethical measures and point out some areas of improvement. If you're new here, I'm Lily and I talk about sustainable fashion and living on this channel, so if you're into that, I hope you'll stick around. Before we get started, just keep in mind that most of this info is from Girlfriend's About page, so all these details are subject to change or get updated. Let's start with Girlfriend's environmental measures. Girlfriend's products are made mainly from recycled water bottles or rPET. rPET is a bit of a controversial fabric because, like other synthetics, it sheds microplastics. Unfortunately, there aren't a lot of great alternatives to synthetic activewear yet, so rPET is one of the better options. Girlfriend does provide literacy around microplastic pollution and sells a washing machine filter and washing bag to capture microplastics. Their rPET factory in Taiwan is also certified by the government, ensuring that the plastic bottles are actually post-consumer. There are cases where factories will recycle new plastic bottles since it's easier than collecting used ones, which is pretty awful. The rest of Girlfriend's fabrics are recycled or natural, including EcoNil, which is recycled nylon, Cupro, made from cotton waste, recycled cotton, and organic cotton. The recycled fabrics are also certified standard 100 by Okotex, meaning that they're free of harmful chemicals. All wastewater is also treated before being released, and the dye mud is made into sidewalk stones, which is pretty cool. One area of concern is Girlfriend's number of limited drops. While making small quantities of products is better than overproducing, these limited drops often feel like scarcity marketing, kind of like, get it now because it'll never be back. The drops aren't always transparent either, leading people to log in at specific times just to find out what the new products are. Overconsumption isn't as prevalent with a pricey brand like Girlfriend, but the company does have a cult following, and I've seen some massive collections shared in the Girlfriend Facebook group, like 14 of the same sports bra in different colors. A better alternative to limited drops might be pre-ordering within a span of a few weeks. Girlfriend has responded to the criticism of their drops and promotions, stating that they remain committed to their core goals of sustainability as they grow, and that reaching a larger scale will allow them to give back more to important causes. I would like to see more conscious companies become more mainstream, but I hope Girlfriend can rethink some of their advertising. It is a consumer's responsibility to practice conscious consumption, but a sustainable company should encourage mindfulness as well, especially with activewear, which lasts years and years. The day after I filmed this video, Girlfriend actually released a statement on their limited drops saying that they didn't want to encourage consumption, so they were going to start previewing the drops at least a day in advance for people to think about their purchases before making them. I think a day is still not enough time. I'd love to see at least a week or more, but at least this is progress and they are listening to their customers. Girlfriend also made sure to encourage people to only buy what they need and to not participate in the drops if they already had what they needed, which I thought was great. In terms of labor ethics, Girlfriend's finished product factory is located in Hanoi and is SA8000 certified. SA8000 assures that there's no child or forced labor, fair wages, safe working conditions, and the right to unionize. Girlfriend states that the workers receive free catered meals, guided exercise breaks, health insurance, and free biannual health checkups on site. While the final stage of production seems pretty ethical, we love to hear those things. What about the rest of their supply chain? I'd like to know more about their zero waste, zero emission Japanese factory that produces their Cupro, the Taiwanese factory that creates their rPET, the factory that makes their EcoNil, and their distribution center. I'm sure that there are other manufacturers and steps in their supply chain as well. In terms of social responsibility, Girlfriend Collective has been vocal about social justice issues like the Black Lives Matter and Stop Asian Hate movements. They've been posting educational graphics on their Instagram page and continuing to do that. In 2020, they donated $20,000 to grassroots organizations and the ACLU. 100% of the net profits from their socks and underwear launch were donated to the Loveland Foundation, the Okra Project, the NAACP Legal and Defense Fund, and that was $60,000 total. They also asked BIPOC activists to model for the launch, and each of them received a $10,000 grant to continue their work. So I hope to see them continue to invest in creators who are making a difference. In terms of circularity, all Girlfriend compressive pieces are recyclable into new Girlfriend pieces, and this also includes the R&R collection, the float pieces, and 5 pairs of socks and underwear. This is pretty sweet because most recycling programs will downcycle into insulation rather into new clothing. But I would like to see more details about the recycling program because recycled fibers often become weaker and have to be mixed with virgin fibers. So I'm also not positive that girlfriend pieces can be recycled indefinitely, especially the rPET ones. And this is one of the other reasons that rPET is controversial. Now let's talk size inclusivity and adaptive options. Girlfriend is known for being one of the more size inclusive brands with sizes ranging from extra small to 6XL. But there have been complaints that some of the larger sizes aren't always consistent and tend to run small. So be sure to take a look at the reviews before purchasing. And that's definitely an area of improvement because inconsistent plus sizing can make a brand look more inclusive than it actually is. And it can also lead to more emissions and waste from returns from improper fit. And according to the unofficial Girlfriend group, the company recycles its returns rather than reselling them. Girlfriend doesn't have specific adaptive options for people with disabilities, but being activewear, their clothing is stretchy and doesn't have any buttons, at least as of August 2021. One interesting development was that they recently released a men's collection, which upset a lot of people since they also stated that gender is a construct. Wear whatever you want. It's totally cool to have more masculine styles, but the messaging is confusing there. It might have been more inclusive to put the pieces in there for everyone line or to label the collection as just being more masculine styles. In terms of animal welfare, Girlfriend's pieces don't include any animal products, but it's not stated anywhere on their website that it's vegan, though PETA does suggest them as a vegan activewear brand. In terms of diversity, Girlfriend's website features diverse models of many ethnicities and sizes, and they're also one of the few sustainable brands to release their corporate diversity statistics and provide an update on them, and they're actually an Asian-owned business. They aim to build a diverse company where no single culture or identity is dominant, and I hope that they're also backing up their diversity goals with fair salaries across the board. Girlfriend has a lot of good things going for it, and I personally would recommend them as a sustainable brand. But they definitely can improve their supply chain transparency and use more conscious marketing. I'd also love to eventually see a natural alternative to synthetic activewear, but this does require long-term innovation. If you're planning to shop from Girlfriend, I encourage you to buy only what you need and to use a microplastic filter if possible. If this video helped you, it would mean a lot if you use my affiliate link in the description if you are planning to buy anyways. Through that link, I'll earn a small commission at no extra cost to you, and this income helps me continue my educational content. You can also find used or new Girlfriend products on eBay and Poshmark, and I also have affiliate and referral links for those. If you want to evaluate other brands, you can see my video on how to tell if a brand is sustainable or greenwashing, and I also have a series on my blog called Sustainable or Not, as well as on my TikTok. It's basically shorter versions of these videos. Feel free to leave suggestions in the comments if there are other brands you'd like to see evaluated. I will eventually try to do some more of these, but space them out, so you may see one of your brands reviewed. As usual, the text version of this video will be over on my blog, and that'll be linked below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.